Edinburgh Vela 0-10 last year to start varsity play, 0-1 to start this year, but on Thursday night they were looking good. Justin Revilla in for the touchdown, made it 7-0 as Vela taking on PSJ Southwest. And then 2 minutes left in the first quarter, Justin Revilla once again, Edinburgh Vela getting it done on the ground, and Edinburgh Vela wins the first game in program history. Yeah, a big one for Coach Michael Salinas and his crew as Vela finally breaks through with a victory. But the other Edinburgh team that was playing on Thursday night might have had the better game. As a matter of fact, it was probably the game of the week as Edinburgh Economedes and McCallum Memorial got after it. McCallum Memorial running back Trevor Spates didn't look great against Edinburgh, but against Economedes, wow, how about 242 yards and 3 touchdowns? There is one of them, and Spates proving he can catch the ball out of the backfield as well. Perfect pass from Jonathan Sanchez right there. Now, there were 6 minutes left in the game. Economedes was down 21-20, but a punishing 83-yard clock-killing drive led by Tony Izaguirre, who went for over 150 yards, led to a 1-yard quarterback sneak from Jaguars' Luis Alvarez, and when the 2-point conversion was good, Economedes had a 28-21 win. The last chance for the Mustangs came here, but the pass was incomplete, and Economedes a huge win. And afterwards, Coach Gabe Pena talked about measuring himself against the Mustangs.
You know, we played a quality program that we use when we play them as a measuring stick to see where we're at. That's the barometer we want to be at, and you know, we want to be where Memorial is, a perennial playoff team. And so this gives us a chance. You know, it's going to propel us in the right direction, and you know, our boys are going to savor it.
We just keep our mouths shut, we stay humble, and we just come out and fight in the field. When we get the victory, we get the respect.
Joe, Economedes, you know, made the playoffs back in 2004, but never made it back until last year. Has the culture changed at Economedes? Is this a team now we need to think about making the playoffs every year?
Yeah, it changed, and I think truly it changed a year ago. Same game. The players, you talked to them, you talked to Coach Pena before the game this last week. They believed. Once they played with McCallum Memorial last year, they believed. Now, look out, because this team, they're solid, and now they believe, which is bigger.
Mike, we talked about Vela, we talked about Economedes, but the team most people think is going to be the best one in Edinburgh is Edinburgh North, and once again, they went berserk last night, 35-7 over Brownsville Rivera. The North Cougars team looks like a big powerhouse this year.
They're the team I picked to win this district, only because I wanted to think outside the box of Sherryland. Everybody's going to pick Sherryland, but they had a lot coming back from a team that went 3 deep last year, so you'd figure with that kind of nucleus that they could establish a good season and give Sherryland that kind of challenge. But yeah, Edinburgh Economedes is doing an outstanding job at Coach Pena, and this is what his 3rd year with the program, and I think they were winless a couple of years ago, if I'm not mistaken. So that tells you what kind of turnaround he's put. And the slot T offense, a lot of people don't like it, but what I like about the advantage you have with that offense is that you keep a guy like Trevor Spites off the field when you can move the ball and chew the clock off.
And the thing about these Edinburgh teams that we're talking about is they all love to run the ball, Joe. Vela runs the ball, Economedes runs the ball, and of course Edinburgh North can run the ball with a couple of different backs.
Yeah, and it makes for a real quick game, which means that, you know, conditioning-wise, you get your players up, you go hard-nosed at it, and you know that it's a short-phased game, and yeah, they're all ready to roll.
All right, well, let's get after it because District 35A play begins this week, and the biggest game on the schedule will be at Cat Stadium. It will be Edinburgh North hosting Edinburgh Economedes, both teams coming off of wins. Mike, let me go ahead and ask you, what's your pick for this game?
I will stick with Edinburgh North only because I picked them to win this district, so I expect them to come out and you know, take care of business, the first district game of the year. But I expect this to be a well-played game by both Edinburgh schools.
Well, I expect this to be a war. Coach Pena said the glass slipper's still on, but I'm going to pick Edinburgh North because of that defense, only because of the way their defense plays.
Well, all right, well, let's make it 3 for 3. Despite the incredible comeback win for Economedes, I just think Edinburgh North has too much talent. They've got so many running backs they can hand off to. Of course, you can say the same thing about Economedes, but I just think Edinburgh North is a little deeper and can probably go a little longer in what is sure to be a war. The other game between two teams that come off of wins in District 35A. It's La Jolla taking on Edinburgh Vela at Cat Stadium. This is the Thursday night game at Cat Stadium. La Jolla coming off of a huge win over Brownsville Porter, where they looked really good. Once again, though, it's Porter. What do we know about La Jolla? What do you expect from this game, Mike, and who is your winner?
I got Edinburgh Vela winning this game only because they got their first win in their pocket now, so you feel pretty good about that. And anytime you can win, when you do a first in a program, you feel really good about that. So now it's up to the coaches and the players to put a nice game plan together and beat a team like La Jolla, which I think will be another great game.
All right, so what do you think there, Joe? Is it 2 in a row for Edinburgh Vela after 11 straight losses?
Sometimes in sports, it's all about momentum. Ride the wave. Vela rides the wave, gets another win. It won't be easy, but they'll get it.
All right, well, I hate to keep agreeing with you guys, but I am going to, and it will be Edinburgh Vela, I think, with a win at Cat Stadium. The way they are running the ball, the depth that they've got, the running backs, I just think that the defense of Edinburgh Vela will be able to stop La Jolla in a way that Brownsville Porter maybe could not do. Well, we are coming right back with more on Sunday Sports Extra. We're going to talk about our top performers. We're going to talk about who's the best. Port Isabel and Ed Calchelsa are both making a play for a best team in the Valley, at least on the sub-5A ranks, maybe above 5A as well. We're talking about that. Plus, yeah, how about an unbelievable pass and an unbelievable catch in our top performers? It's all when we come back on Sunday Sports Extra.